The Mila Mountains, located on the borders of Lhasa and Ningxi cities, is where the saints and fairies live, according to Tibetan lore. It's early autumn, and the icy cold wind is already blowing hard. Climbing up these mountains at 4,000 meters above sea level is physically challenging, even for local Tibetans. Ms. Padma Usan is a researcher from the Tibetan Academy of Agricultural and Animal Husbandry Science. She's in charge of breeding rare medicinal herbs. She is searching for a very rare medicinal herb known as Hong Jing Tian, or rhodiola. This herb grows and flourishes under extremely cold and difficult climate conditions in the high mountain plateaus. Hong Jing Tian herb is the dried root and rhizome of the rhodiola, which has energy-boosting and anticoagulant properties. It is also used for the prevention of acute mountain sickness. For domestic and foreign tourists, Hong Jing Tian has been transformed from being a hard-to-find herb to a must-have souvenir. The life of Hong Jing Tian has changed ever since. The first research project that Padma applied for when she started working with the Academy was the breeding of Hong Jing Tian.
我有一个叔叔是藏医医生，他就说现在很多药材就是濒危了，以后对这个藏医药的发展会受很大的影响。
Padma has been working with the Hong Jing Tian breeding project for over 11 years, but the result has not been very promising. There is still a long way to go.
刚开始的话，红景天的种子发芽率特别低，只有30%。然后我们要用各种激素去调节它，把它的这个发芽率提高。但是最大的困难啊，就是在移栽过程中呢，我们失败了很多次。每次从瓶子里面移过来，它就活不了。
Every September, if you happen to be up in the high snowy plateau with its thin air, you will see a woman doing her field research.
哇，好大啊！它真是那么大，好漂亮啊！
Only on the southern side of the mountains, 5,200 meters above sea level, higher than where most herb hunters would go, can one actually see Hong Jing Tian's blood-red leaves contrast beautifully with the clear blue sky and the snowy white mountains. Padma happily but cautiously collects some seeds and leaves from this Hong Jing Tian bush. What she hopes is that one day soon she can regrow the seedlings from her project back into the wild natural environment of Hong Jing Tian and see them flourish.
就是有点矮了。其实这一块长得跟原生长点有点像啊。
After 11 years of experimenting, Padma has finally sprouted the first batch of Hong Jing Tian seedlings and is going to replant them back on the high plateau. It's hard to predict if this experiment will work, but it's definitely worth trying. When the legendary Hong Jing Tian herb met the devoted Tibetan researcher Padma, the seeds of its restoration began to take root. Despite the hardships that might be ahead, Padma plants the first batch of her seedlings back into the motherland, filled with hope and love.